Hey everybody, Jay Barino here, welcome back. This is StarCraft Alternate. We're on the 4th mission of the Lord of Fire campaign, the Fall of Tarkossia. The clash against the Primal Zerg forces on Tarkossia will not be easy, but it must be done. So, I don't know, I don't want this to be too disappointing, but this may be the last video for this series. I don't know, I haven't fully decided. But if you don't see any more videos after this, then this is the finale, only because I'm just at a point where I almost dread starting a new mission in this series, a new video, I should say. I struggle to have much fun after the first, 30 minutes of each of these maps. I think that the beginning of them is always fun, but it's near the end where I've been struggling mentally through them. So I'm sort of in a quit while I'm ahead situation. I could stop after this mission, which I know will be a challenge, but then I can feel accomplished that I did it and then call it quits. But it's not so much that I'm afraid that I won't be able to win. It's just that I don't have nearly as much fun playing them anymore, and they're very long, and that's partly because the last mission I had to record twice, which was my own problem because it was a corrupted video file, so that's probably contributing to my current attitude. So, I'm just saying, I'm keeping my opportunities open to quit while I'm ahead, we'll see. But we are going to play the F version of this map, meaning we got all of the stasis cells, which we painstakingly did. Last mission, we kept them all alive, so let's go. Approach vector of the Primal Zerg world Tarkossia. The operation against the Feral Guardians was a success after all. Although there were significant losses for both the Terrans and my own forces, the resources we have gathered today will facilitate not only our recovery, but also allow us to bolster our forces. It better be true, Duran, as we have no time to waste. With each day, the Primals are making defenses upon Tarkossia less and less vulnerable. They most certainly are. The Primals surely know that we are coming, and they will be preparing a welcoming party as we speak. Orbital defenses will undoubtedly fire upon us as soon as we enter orbit, and not only Zerg, but most certainly their Protoss slaves await us upon the surface of the planet. Raynor, Draliska, your forces will be pivotal to the task ahead. Once we reach the planet, you must provoke the Primals and draw their would-be reinforcements away from the main battle, in which my executor will lead. Yes, and Zaz, along with my minions, will be helping on the front lines. We have already talked this through 1,000 times. Start the attack already. Don't worry so much, Kerrigan. Tarkossia will be yours once more. Zaz must survive, so we have Zaz's behemoth on this map. That's different. Destroy all enemy bases. Here we go. We start with the cache, which is real nice. We need gas right away. Get mining. We'll get some extra probes. Start making some zealots, because we can afford them all. Let's get some extra pylons, and we're going to get our tech going. So, here's Zaz's behemoth. Down here, we've got our ally in Kerrigan, so that's nice. Hilarious thing, we have a hero that can't die, as per the mission objective, but, remember that spore cannon from the end of Mission 10 of the Renegade Roar? There's one of those on this map. So why we were given an air hero, I can't explain, considering he should be part of this force anyway. I feel like only exists to frustrate the player, if it was done purposefully. If it was not done purposefully, then I urge it to be rethought, because, good God, why? Just why? So, as usual, I've at least scouted the map out here and just sort of reviewed what there is. There's an expansion down here and an expansion to the right of our base. So that's the area that I want to go to first, is to the right of our base. We're kind of protected down here by Kerrigan, not really well, but at the very least I'll set up some cannons. And let's go ahead and start getting some forges. And then these things that can storm and don't require the use of energy to do so, and they also don't friendly fire, which is just incredible. So I'm going to try to get my upgrades going, and I want to try to take this right base as soon as possible before the primals are able to build up too much. So I'm going to just make more zealots. And I think we got to do as much as we can at the beginning here. That's really the only way. Yes! I think we just gotta rely heavily on those storms. And I want to keep these stasis cells alive as much as possible. If they end up getting destroyed at some point, that's okay. But I would prefer if they didn't. Alright, so that's a thing. Okay, ground weapons, armor, shields, leg enhancements. The primals are fortifying their positions with controlled Protoss forces just as expected. These forces carry the 7th Fleet sigils, Be Vigilant Executor, and Draxus is known for use of heavy craft and naval engagements, and his new masters will no doubt suppress any semblance of self-preservation within him or his forces. Expect no quarter. Fine. We're not going to use Zaz. We really can't. We just can't. We just cannot. I'm going to wait for Zealot legs, and then we're going to go. We can make lots of cannons, so I'm going to. All through up here, we can make some pylons as well to cover us. I will get a robo facility, because we're going to need to be able to see lurkers. And hopefully they don't have any up there to get started, because otherwise I have no way to push in. Now, naturally, before we attack, I will save. Okay, we need additional gas. Again, I'm going hard with the zealots. How are we doing on zealot legs? It's not quite done yet. Just gonna make cannons up here. I don't know where the attacks come from. Like I said, I try to make it as little like cheating as possible by just kind of reviewing the map, just to kind of see what the layout is, so I don't have to waste my time doing it in the game. I think these ladies should be able to help us quite a bit, so just keep making zealots, and we need more pylons, right? So wherever we can fit them. We do start with some observers, so let's hotkey those and bring them with us. And at the very least, again, if we can make some progress right at the beginning, right? That's done. I could wait for +1. That actually might be a better option here. We're going to need more probes. Oh, it's so good. Those things are insanely good. Okay, waiting for those pylons. We can get more of them. Zealot, zealot, zealot. I mean, the faster we can get maxed out on shitty units, the better. In fact, come up here and make more gateways. Okay, and then let's just have the observers follow something here. What I need is a Templar Archive so we can start +2. Again, I can't really afford to bring Zaz. That would be a mistake. Then we'll come up here and start making more pylons. My life for ire, my life for ire. Dragoons from here. Okay, cool. I guess start shields, that's fine. And then we just need more gas. Okay, I'm going to save because I'm going to try to make a blitz for this right base. It's going to be hard to hold on to, but if we can, we're in great shape. So we're going to attack straight over here, straight over here. Just straight into this base. Keep in mind our hybrid destroyer's storm works on buildings, which is hilarious. I find that to be hilarious. Get in there with all the reinforcements that we can afford. And I did just save, so if it's a disaster, then we just back out. We do it again, or we wait till we have more units. That's just wild to me. All right, back these up. Most of our zealots are dead. Observers, you need to get up here because I see some lurkers. Okay, keep it up, keep it up. Just need to keep flooding in here. Looks like their allies are coming to help them. Okay, and then somehow they're managing to push us back. I think they're just unhappy with us. Maybe I didn't build enough gateways. I would really like to finish the job here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Keep moving up here. They're 1-1 also. Get out of the storm. Okay, and then did we get our hybrid back? Not yet. Okay, well, we pushed through a lot of this base. Now we just gotta wait for... Oh my god, where are my hybrid destroyers? 12 seconds still, unfortunately. That is so many Scythia. That's very unfortunate. We should be able to survive this. New hybrid destroyers are alive. Relying pretty heavily on these. Dragoons, Dragoons, Dragoons. Mistake, 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 mistake. Why don't you come back here and at least get your shields healed? Oh, it's so good. And the damage stat, it's unfair how good that is. We just need to wait for more Dragoons, and
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Again, I'm spending a lot of my money nearly as fast as I can get it. I think we just gotta wait for Dragoons now. And I need another base. I'm gonna need the gas income very badly, and we're gonna mine this base out pretty quick if we don't get moving here pretty soon. That first attack wasn't fully successful, but we did push in significantly and destroy a lot of their production. It's just as we fight in there again, they're gonna be sending reinforcements. We're pushing a +2 pretty quick.
We are under attack.
I think what I need to do is leave just like a destroyer at home. I don't know where these are going. Oh, that's Kerrigan. I think I lost my observers, though. That's a big problem. I might need to reload that save only because it's been a while, and by the time I get these out again, it's going to be too late. Well, Kerrigan's bringing something here. I could wait for +2 to finish. And I gotta wait for observatories, unfortunately. Don't tell me you're stuck. No, you're not. It's just Kerrigan's confused about what she wants to do here. I hate. Alright, get on up here. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for +2 attack. Just about done here. Observatory is done. We need to get observers out. I'm going to save again. I see attacks coming in from the bottom. I'm surprised that it can see up this ramp. Nice job. Good work. Thank you for saving me, for helping me. I got to wait for one observer. Maybe not. You know what? Let's get in there. I just saved. If we desperately need an observer, then that's fine. We'll just back out and do it again. Okay, there goes the observer. I need to get... both of these upgrades, really. I'm going to bring a probe to start setting up cannons and get the base set up as soon as possible. We got to clear this out quickly because the enemy is going to send reinforcements up here because we're attacking their production. You know how they like to do that, so... Luckily, there's no plague on these, but the assimilators can plague, which would be a big problem. Did I send one of the ladies at home? I probably need to keep these hotkeyed. Yeah, kill that before it plagues. They don't seem to have plague researched yet, so that's a big thing. All right, so pylon here. And then we're going to split these ladies up to defend for us at different locations. I'm going to set up more cannons. One of you come on up here. We're going to set up cannons really anywhere. Okay, Dragoons. +3. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to save. We've made decent progress early on. I am concerned about the spore cannon, though. So we have to lock this expansion down, and I'd like to go for this one pretty quickly as well. This is really, it's wide open to get hit by air attacks. And I don't really know if there's anything I can do about that. Okay, observer something else. Again, a lot of it's going to be like, where's the next big attack going to go? A fleet of scouts would be nice, and I could use it to kill the spore cannon also. Okay, and I'm going to stack many cannons here. Seems like the right choice. Alright, just spread out a little bit. Hello? Okay, cool. Oh, that's Kerrigan's. I'm like, how did that get up there? I get confused with these two different factions. Do you not see the futility? Okay, right there. The attacks on this, I don't think have been nearly as brutal as many of the others we've seen so far. Okay, we're going to make probes here. We're going to queue up probes over here. Again, I cannot use Zaz for really anything. I don't want any pylons sitting out and getting us killed. So, and then let's also make a bunch of cannons in the back here. My ally's been killed, I realize. I should have protected my ally. I wasn't even watching. I might need to reload here. Because without, I mean, they were killed essentially by Dark Swarm exclusively. Oh, that's too bad. Well, this is one where it's like, I could try it without my ally, but I don't think I should. I probably should. I don't know. Now I just don't know what to do. I'm also way out of position to help them. Like, I'd have to come all the way down and around. I don't think they're going to rebuild. I think they're dead. Help me out here, lady. Oh, I don't like the looks of this without my ally. That's a problem. That's a big problem. I'm leaning towards a reload, if only because I want to ensure that they don't get wiped. Because they are so useful, or at least they seem to be at the beginning, and I probably should reload, because we were able to hold on to this. I'm going to. Let me make a cut, because I don't remember exactly where I was, so let me go ahead and make the cut. There's those air attacks that I expected. And then I'll kind of be back to around where this is, but I'll go a little bit before so that we can focus on actually keeping them alive. Hey, they saved a drone. Okay, realistically, I really didn't need to make a cut here, but as you can see, I gave him some hybrid destroyers. I have some sitting in my base, and then I have some up at my expansion, and I'm setting up this expansion more so. Yeah, get out of here. Kill those leaders. Okay, so I'm going to do plasma shields, and I'm going to do... So we're just going to be 3-3-3 on the ground. And then we just need more probes, which I will then continue to build out of here. And then we can take the forward base down here next, and then we'll have a semi-link between our forces. Not really, but we can at least set up forward defense in this little canyon, and I'll feel relatively safe. Now, we've got a lot of cannons here. That should protect us from Scythia for the most part, and I'm spending a lot of my money. Now, again, I don't know if Red will try to rebuild. They lost some stuff, and they seem like they're just like, okay, we're shut off for now. They lost their spire. So I don't know if, like, they're crippled, like they lost a lot of the stuff that they needed to build stuff. Like, they've got their greater spire. They still have a lot of their tech structures. But I'm just a little concerned that they lost too much of the things that they need to be effective here. I need to build more defense on this ramp, it looks like. We could bring Zaz down here, I guess. Okay, get on up here and help them. Pretty large Scythia attacks, but we're in good shape. Random Devourers, I guess. And then I just need to get this saturated as soon as possible. I thought, yeah, I was going to say, I've been rallying probes up here. Did they? No, they didn't die. Okay, and then we've got the Templar Archives, but also the Hybrid Destroyer, so I don't really think there's anything extra we have to do. I could start getting air in advance. Could be I think is the right choice, and then probe come on down here. Come on over here, I should say, and get mining. Cancel these, and I spent as much money as I could straight away. I'm relying very heavily on the destroyers, and I think that's the right choice. I think we kind of need to.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, I have zealots here to help my ally. That might be the attack that killed them before. I don't know. Okay, and I am now going to rally all my gateways up here. 2, 3, 4, over here. 5, over here. Start making lots of goons. And then we're going to just use tier 1 spam. 6 goons. +3 will be done soon, and then we can make some more observers. I gotta take this. It would be costly to take and hold on to. But that might be worth it for the income. Alternatively, I attack down here, and I can snipe the spore cannon from down here as well. But there's, again, notice all of just the spammed static defense. What a nightmare. Okay. And I'm gonna need more pylons here pretty soon. Gotta be careful with my pylon placement, because if my main base gets hit hard, that's all my supply gone. So then I won't be able to spam out units to kind of push back the wave of enemies. Okay, that should get us where we need to be. I think I have too many things here. That's a lot of scouts. Be careful, Zaz. I'm gonna have you hide over here. Hybrid Destroyer can take care of this, along with some Dragoons. +3 is done again. Maybe I should just push down here. It doesn't really matter, I think, which direction I push from. That's the thing. Okay, bring the goons, bring the Hybrid Destroyers. We're going to attack with 3 Destroyers, which I think is good enough. And I got to start making progress through the static defense. I don't know if my ally's ever going to attack again. I don't know. I think this defense to help them is good enough. It's too bad I didn't have it down there earlier. This is getting mined out, which is exactly why I think maybe we should try to push soon. This is going well, though, I'd say. I need to go see what the heck is even down here, but I bet it's static defense. If I had to guess, it's static defense. Dark Templar. You know what? I'm gonna come all the way back down here.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, let's wait for this attack. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, they just stood in it. Alright, hit him from behind there. Not the blindy boy. Okay, cool. And then we're going to bring all of these guys. We're going to come all the way down here. We got to get down this ramp because I'm going to attack and take that other base. I think that's very necessary. Bring mostly the Dragoons. We got to leave some Zealots that can counter Dark Swarm if we get hit by it up here. Note. Okay, and I can set up more cannons. This creep staying here is obviously a bug, and it's an unfortunate one. Okay, right there, y'all. Probably getting stuck on the ramp if I had to guess. Okay, and we're going to make more Zealots to go leave up in the other direction. We'll bring you with us. Okay, so all of you attack over here. Observers, just don't. We'll leave you kind of hanging back. Let's take this and then start getting rid of some of the extra static defense. Just gotta kill this thing. Yeah, force him to recall it out. That's fine. Unfortunately, I can't have a very optimal defense here because of the random creep that's left on the ground. Okay, don't chase, don't chase, don't chase, don't chase, don't chase. We took this. That's good enough. We got to get some probes over here. As far as I know, these are all the defenses that we can take, or all the expansions that we can take at this point. Okay. Now we got to start pushing through all this junk that's at the bottom, and it's a lot of junk. So we might as well start doing what we can. And I'm going to start setting up lots of defense along these edges. Thanks for the Dark Swarm, idiot. Okay. And as the Hybrid Destroyer die, that's okay. Alright. Saw that probe float and he wasn't sure what to do. Okay, this defense is pretty well set up. Gotta wait for this now. Keep pushing. Seems like Mass Dragoon will help us out here. And then we've got the destroyers that are backing us up, and we're just pushing through endless static defense. Jesus. Okay, that's fine. Hello? There's something burrowed here. Okay, all you probes, time to transfer. I think now we kind of do a fighting retreat. We've kind of cleared out a lot of the stuff. Okay, did I respawn any of my destroyers? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so now we gotta start rallying down here. Looks like my allies starting to get going, come online a bit. Can get more Archons now. I'm gonna cancel these and go more of a goon build here. Then get mining. Okay, gotta be careful because I'm gonna end up making it so that my units can't get through if I'm not careful. I'm a lot more concerned about running out of income on this map now. We're gonna move down with all these ladies. And I think I have an extra one here that we don't need anymore, so we're gonna move up with this army. I never moved up with the observers. That probably hurt me significantly. I still have to kill the spore cannon, which is right there. We do have vision on it. Once we kill that, then we can probably make carriers. Speaking of, I should probably focus on getting upgrades for carriers. I don't even have a Stargate. It's probably time we do that, right? And I'd love to link up these forces, but I don't know how close we are. Okay, we're gonna make these Archons because we have these things that can Psionic Storm. Can you imagine not being able to have enough of these stasis cells, though? If you don't have those, you're probably just screwed. Okay, and we know Jim is distracting them. Jim and Big D are keeping them away and allowing us to make progress down here. So now, Dragoons, High Templar for Archons. And then I'm going to make Stargates up here. Probably not the best place to build Stargates. There we go. We got plenty of income left on this base, which is good. I think we have enough cannons to fight back against this. Though they can, yeah, do that a lot. I think I've killed enough of their interceptors, though, that they're going to have to back up. they're only 1-2. Cool.
We are under attack.
Zealots, Dragoons. More High Templar.
I have returned. I have returned.
And I think we're still good. Fleet beacon. Get back to gas. Again, this is mining away. I'm gonna get more gas just so that I have it. And then I need to figure out how we kill the spore cannon. I really just wanna link up with my other forces. Unfortunately, I think it's really just about pushing through this endless static defense. It's the only way to make progress, which is a big yuck. And this is where, again, the beginning of this map was really fun, and now we're hitting a point where I'm just like, all right, let's get it over with. And if anything, there's a chance that we're going to end up running out of money, and I'll feel really, really silly if and when that happens. So these are just normal Zerg. Hi. Here we go. Get in there. That storm that doesn't do friendly fire is the most unfair thing I've ever seen in this game. But in this specific instance, it's working to my advantage, so I really just can't complain, I guess. I want to complain, but I won't. Hello, friends. Get down here and help us. I'm not sure if we'll be able to hit the spore cannon from down here. Keep moving in. Look out, observers. We need you. Archon. Okay, and then we're going Dragoon, 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 Dragoon. I'm going to get carrier capacity. I'm going to get +2 attack, and once that spore cannon drops, and it's about to drop, I think we're okay with the storm. God, these things are so good. Just keep moving in. Getting some path, Dragoon's getting path blocked. That's kind of, I guess keeps them balanced to that extent, but it's hitting our observers. Can one of you get close and hit it? Yes, at least one of you can. Hold position, hit it. Just got to kill that thing. Okay, green is starting to support their buddies. We lost one destroyer. Keeping these alive is actually pretty crucial. We killed it. So now we start making carriers. I don't know if we're anywhere close to being able to support with our other base. We're trying to get up there. Our ally hasn't really sent much for a while, but they're alive, which is really all that matters. I wonder if we could take control of the hives if that's a persistent thing, or it was only triggered on that map to work. Okay, keep it up. Keep it up. Send these hybrid down there. We can't afford to lose those. Dragoons, 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 Dragoons. Oh, we must be getting close because they're pathing a weird way. Keep pushing through this Primal base. It's a Primal base and or a normal Zerg base. It's hard to tell. Okay, all of you, follow up. Keep pushing. Don't stop. The enemy Protoss seem to be the worst at this point, but killing the Zerg base here is really, really, really useful. Here come the carriers, and I think we can make maybe a scout force to deal with them. Okay, got them. Let's try to move on in here and kill these individually. Okay, at least one of them's down. Dragoons, and then the Psy Storm from the Destroyers allows us... Honestly, without the Destroyers on this map, this would have been so much worse. I think we have enough static defense to deal with the Scythia. They are really strong, but I think we're okay because they're only 2-2 right now. Never mind. That's unfortunate. Get in there, help us out. Luckily, this base is almost mined out. Okay, yeah, we're luring them in over here. And then we gotta take these carriers that don't have enough interceptors yet and then individually attack these. There's so many of these, holy shit. Okay, and I'm gonna grab scout speed.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, I think my observers are dead.
Have engaged the enemy.
If I can maelstrom them, does it show them if they're maelstrommed? What gave us vision there for a second? That does work. Okay, we got to keep an eye on that, and then we need more observers. I thought I built more of them, but they probably rallied to a weird spot. I can't tell what they're hitting. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Okay, back up here. I'd like to maybe take these bases here pretty soon. Here we go. So let's push through these colonies, and then we've linked up with our other base. It seems like carriers are our biggest problem, and if we make some scouts, we should be okay. Okay, this base is still alive, so we're pretty much fine. Let's just throw one more probe here. These are actual spore colonies, not the spammed... Oh, wait, there's another one. Observer, get on up here. We gotta kill these... All we gotta do is kill these spore cannons, and we're in good shape. There may be another one, I don't know. Let's check to see if we lost any. Nope, doesn't look like it. We gotta get +3 air weapons. Dragoons are pretty good, man. Okay, hold position here. Just gotta kill this thing. Interceptors. I love how they drop on the high ground. I don't have any other way to hit this, so it's almost dead. I hope there's not another one, but I don't know. I didn't really check that before I started it. Before I started looking, or when I was looking in my pre-playthrough. This group can definitely get murdered by destroyers, that's for sure. All right, so let's say we got a pretty good, not really start, got a pretty good end going here. Okay, more carriers. Okay, now with carriers, pretty confident that we're going to win, but it's not over. There's still more shit that we have to do. So we're going to come down here. We're going to set up this base. This is ours now. If those are Primal Wardens, we have to kill them.
Instructions.
Might be. Let's go look. Actually, no, I think they're normal carriers. Must have gotten recalled. They don't seem to be using their own High Templar, which is a blessing. So that would make this a lot harder. All right, Observer, move on up. Yeah, because I see the storm and I sort of panic, but then it's like, nah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Interceptors. I wonder if my interceptors are getting killed by that. I don't know. Scout sensor range. Let's get down here and actually defend this. This creep is very slowly receding, so that's something. I really want this base. Let's just move down here. We don't need this army up here. We want them smack dab in the middle. I think my probe... Oh, no, my probe is alive. Thank goodness. Okay. Alright, I think the primals are nearing full upgrades, which means we gotta make a move soon. Actually, it doesn't matter. If they're fully upgraded now, then... I don't want to say we're screwed, but... Okay, that's Kerrigan's Scourge just sort of sitting there. Oh, look, more spammed cannons. Okay, let's back up here. That was an actual High Templar. Kind of hard to keep track of. More carriers, more dragoons. I could bring Zaz with me now, but I don't know if I really want to risk him. Let's move him up here. He is Zaz. Let's save. This is our chance to rebuild. The biggest issue are those very large air attacks, and I don't really have a good counter to those. Unless they run into my army. If they don't run into my army, then they're just going to go to my base and wipe me. Big problem. Okay, and I don't want to get sloppy here, so let's actually set up bases. Maybe some frontline gateways. Probes here. We can move a bunch. I mean, the probes that we didn't lose from the other base, we can also... Oh, the timing. Holy bad timing, Batman. We have one scout just sitting here doing nothing. Nice work, buddies. Oh god, this is a massacre. What is happening? I hope these storms are mine. Okay, this is why we're gonna make carriers. Bring these scouts down here. Let's save and perhaps consider... Oh, get the fuck out of here, dude. This is going to be a challenging attack, as you can imagine. I think I just need to kill some of these Reavers, and then I can probably get through. I think it's out of energy, really. Look at the anti-carrier force that they come flooding in with when you try to do that. Okay, well, I guess we're going. Then go with the carriers. Not enough minerals for those carriers. All right, all of you come on down here. Get mining. All of you come on over here. This is what I was talking about not getting sloppy, though. Like, I'm not even watching my attack because my economy is in semi-shambles. And I should have done this before attacking. Actually, I don't think that they have interceptors on these carriers, so I'm pretty sure we're in good shape. Carriers on high ground, or cannons on high ground. So that's the thing. That's the main thing these days. Okay, get them down here. Extremely helpful. Okay, looks like we're blowing through part of the Protoss base. That amount of Scythia is a problem. These ladies. Where are they going? They're gonna go for this base up here, which is not prepared for it, I don't think.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
You know what? One of you just stay here. The rest of you are fine. Zaz is here. He's relatively safe. Again, I very badly want to wipe out this Protoss base. Where is that Scythia group? Now it's just gone. Okay, not sure what these things are doing. There we go, another carrier down. We got to rebuild interceptors now that we can afford it. Good, good, good. Now there's a faction of primals left that we know of. We got to bring these guys up. Everybody move in. Fully wipe out this base. Where's that thing? Just target this down, please. I think that's a pre-placed Reaver, which I find hilarious. Just depower these Stargates. Okay, and then this one, you all keep pushing up. Okay, Protoss is gone. There's the Scythia. Just bring these ladies back. We should be fine. Okay, no, we're okay. I was gonna say if Zaz dies now, I was keeping them camped just planted right over these cannons in case. Okay, don't attack into the primals just yet. We can take our time and very steadily wipe out the rest of this.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
So I'm gonna creep up and take this base now. All right, we're looking good. We're looking very good here. So let's set up a few cannons up here on the anticipation of a large destroyer or Scythia attack. Not that this would stop destroyers, but it'll help. All right, now I could make a cut while I just steadily get all this set up. I don't know if it's the right choice. Nice job, single Guardian, actually. That's really nice. Why persist? No, I thought that was a different unit. We're going to rally here. Like this general vicinity. I can't afford to remake my army just yet. I can't remax. Alright. At this rate, I would feel pretty confident to actually, you know, continue this series. Again, I know I was a little hesitant. I still am. There's going to hit a point, though. Again, I was just in a really bad mood after having to replay Mission 3. And Mission 3 was not particularly an engaging map either, so... Because of, I mean, there's spam defense on this map, but honestly, having the hybrid destroyers makes it way more fun, and we don't have to protect stasis cells that are scattered around the map. They're nicely in our base. So that makes a bit of a difference. Okay, let's come on down here. This is my new base. Let's get some pylons set up so we can just spam cannons around here. Nice job, Kerrigan. Still helping a little bit. She's sending decent attacks. And then we need air armor. Finish that up soon.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the primals are cornered. I'm just getting rid of the spammed defense. This thing might plague me. I don't think I've seen plague yet. And they don't have Scourge, so they're not going to be great at sniping these carriers. They're going to want to, but they're going to be pretty bad at it, I think. Let's get up here and help our carriers, because there's some scouts. It kind of seems like we're losing interceptors to Storm. To my own Storm. But I can't tell. Which way do we want to attack? Perhaps like right down the middle here? I just got to clean up all this static defense still. Was that Zaz? No, it wasn't. I was going to say, Zaz, you son of a bitch, you better not get caught with your pants down, man. Okay, I don't think I have any scouts left. Just kill this thing. God, all that look like these scouts and reavers are all just sitting there pre-placed. Let's just move up here. I don't care if this Nexus goes down. That's fine. But we want to come up here and kill these destroyers. Help us. I never got Storm. I probably should at least get Storm. My army is now spread out all over the place, so it's kind of hard to keep track of what is where. Okay, and now we spam cannons. That's going to be a consistent theme if and when we continue this campaign. I opened up the next map, and the amount of stuff on it is just astronomical to me. Like, it's mind-blowing. That's why I've already sort of been thinking, like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to really be continuing, because it is seriously mind-boggling, the amount of stuff that you will see on the next map. If we want to attack without having to go through these cannons, it looks... I don't think there's really an option. I think let's just start sniping these leftover cannons that are protecting the Primal Zerg. And all that's left of the Primal Zerg, and they're focusing on air attacks. So I think with carriers we should be fine. Carriers and Dragoons. And Archons. There we go. So hit. Hit, hit. As long as we focus fire here, there's a mild delay between each set of attacks, but then... Cannons go down, we shouldn't lose any interceptors. See, the AI is too stupid to focus fire like that most of the time when you have multiple... defensive structures. So as long as you have enough of them spammed out, then they won't be able to do anything. And then pre-placed colonies, which only attack if you attack them, as we've learned in Mission 2. Scythia can't do shit against carriers, we've learned. Even +3. Which, I don't have +3 air armor, which we should have learned by now. Alright, Dragoons, 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 and yeah, sure, queue up some Zealots too, that's fine. You know what? Just, let's go and finish the job. This carrier group should be enough. We can attack separately with a different attack force, so like here... Make me some more Archons. These two are in love. Let them join up. Okay, and then we'll push in with the hybrid destroyers separately, because my carriers have essentially cleaned them out. Okay, there's lots of stuff burrowed. Probably the leaders. If I could get into the swarm, I would. Kind of stuck. That's okay. Make scouts. The carriers will finish this. The other units are just kind of floating in there as a distraction. I love how on a map with 2 spore cannons, you're given an air hero. That's just asking, because again, because I knew they were there. But otherwise, it's basically just asking for a loss, which is really funny to me. It's just sort of a gotcha loss. You could get decently far into the mission before you realize that's there, too, which is real shitty. Alright, hey, look at that. We did it. I think this map was... I hate to use the word easier, because it's not about, like... I mean, in a sense, I beat this mission with more ease, but it was way more fun, not because it was easier, but because it wasn't nearly as much spam as the last map. I don't know how else to describe it, but this map certainly wasn't easy, but I truly enjoyed myself playing it. So I'm like back on the alternate bandwagon, but if we hit another map like map 3, I'm going to be like, oh god, maybe I'm done now. The Primals on Tarkossia have been devastated, all thanks to you, Executor. Kerrigan, this world is yours to lay claim to now. Yeah, sure. That was part of the deal, remember? Anyway, now that I rule the Zerg again, Zaz will ensure the safety of this hive cluster. Whatever you say. Alright, kill all those leaders. Yeah, now we can see them. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, so, again, what I said at the beginning of this map applies to every future map. Which is... And I said this in the past, too, I left the exit door open so that when I am starting to feel overwhelmed, not by the sheer difficulty, but by just like the mental fatigue of these maps, which I just don't really enjoy playing. Again, I think Mission 3 was on the cusp of greatness, but there were just too much pre-placed defense. And the next map has a lot of pre-placed units, like an unbelievable amount of defensive units. It's absolutely wild to me. If you open it up and look at the vision sheet, the enemy bases are just the solid color of their faction because there's no empty space. It's all just units just placed in almost like grid-like fashion throughout their bases. Oh boy. So you can't really blame me for at least looking at the future maps, and while it does psych me out, it saves me a lot of time from having to play these multiple times. I hope you understand that. Anyway, I hope you continue to enjoy this. I had a ton of fun with the first 5 campaigns here. It's just the start of this campaign it's just so vastly different also. It has a really different feel. it lacks an elegance that I feel that the first 5 campaigns had, and that's very strange. I don't know exactly why, and I think it's maybe just the spammed units in the enemy bases, but that's not a very good way for me to communicate that. I just maybe have to collect my thoughts a bit more on it. The one thing that this campaign has excelled at is providing you allies that are great helpers. We haven't had allies in previous maps that were genuinely as helpful as the ones we've seen so far in these 4 maps. So I guess I'm excited to see what we might have in store for us in the future with more of the AI allies. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.